So welcome everybody to joining this webinar. Today we're really talking about the product marketing revolution. Now, what I mean by that is that technology has enabled and democratized the ability to create digital products online. So especially utilizing AI and automation. And you've probably been on Instagram or Facebook in the last 3-4 months and seen a lot of product offerings, people selling everything from templates to services, customer services. And you'll see more of it as there's a convergence between all of these different technologies, including outsourcing. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into this presentation. Okay. So how AI, automation, and outsourcing are changing the game. The agenda for today will cover the aim of this presentation, what product marketing is, how technology and outsourcing have impacted this domain, and we'll look at a case study of how this actualizes in reality. Who am I? I'm Jake Hizet. I'm the CEO of Live and Breathe. We are a company that specializes in creating positions, launching, and activations for e-commerce brands all over the world. We've generated millions of dollars in extra revenue for businesses, and usually we see our customers spike their GMV growth by 300% within the first month of employing our strategies. Prior to that, I was working in retail at Walmart and e-commerce in Alibaba, as well as other technology companies. In the past, in 2016, 10 years ago, I used to run AI and machine learning conferences in San Francisco. And some of what I'm talking about today will actually cover topics that stretch back a decade. So the preface to this is that business models are changing in line with the technology. As mentioned, it has democratized the ability for people to be able to create online businesses as systems get automated and AI gets injected into those systems. That is effectively creating speed of an evolution of business models. And what I mean by this is we're transitioning from traditional businesses, which a lot of time was spent in servicing, to product-based businesses, which are enabling scaling and cost cutting, especially with the inputs of AI and automation. So today, the aim of this presentation is to understand how different emerging technologies are enabling this transition into new business models and the strategy that is accompanying that. So first of all, I want to cover what is product marketing. It's a terminology that's been around since the 1980s, but as the technology creates a lot more new products and digital services and the ability for people to be able to create these, it's a terminology that's being used more and more. Now, conventional marketing really focuses on acquiring new leads, especially in creating, selling products or driving a company and brand as a whole. So these are things like SEO, social media marketing, and driving people to a specific goal, which is usually a sale. A product marketer is focused on creating a product and how the product interacts with these different elements of the business, such as sales teams and marketing teams, and the product that is being sold itself. So it's a converging point between product, sales, and marketing. And the product marketing manager role, which is a new role that's increasing, is actually a combination of these three elements and also works with different departments to position the product to be able to increase sales. Now, the foundations of product marketing align with storytelling. It takes an audience-centric approach and it's holistic. Okay, so product marketers focus on telling the story of the product and how that will actually transform a user or a customer's life or make their life better and reshape how they actually engage with the world through the use of that product. The audience-centric approach is meaning that the positioning of the product needs to be specific to meet the needs of the target audience. And the holistic approach is the intersection of the aforementioned product, sales, and marketing. Now, I actually have started doing a lot of product marketing. And one thing that I've really noticed is it's increased my ability to be able to position products. As the positioning, the messaging needs to be very specifically tailored to the audience. I'll give you a good example in the case study that I'll show later. But right now, we'll focus on the difference between a product-led model and a sales-led model. So when you do marketing in sales-led business, it usually focuses on meeting the needs of the customer at a specific time and place. The marketing goal is to drive the sales pipeline, with the focus areas being the messaging, such as how can we convey what technical specifications or abilities that this product might have, the sales enablement, such as how we're going to create those sales channels, go-to-market launches, and then analyzing price to make sure that the price is a good fit within the market to sell to the customer. The KPIs that are usually associated with this are conversion rate, time to close in terms of time to close from sale. So once the customer has an awareness to the length of time it takes them to purchase, and then revenue goals as well. So how much revenue are we driving? Product marketing and product-led models are slightly different. They focus more on customer acquisition, and through this, the marketing goals are usually product activation, such as usage of the product, adoption, so how readily they come to use it within their daily means, the engagement, so how often they use it in specific domains, and referral, such as how likely are they to refer this to one of their friends. The focus areas are positioning, buying personas, competitive intelligence, demos, pricing strategy, and brand strategy. And the KPIs for this style of marketing and this style of product-led sales strategy are qualified leads, number of users, usually measured in number of active users on platforms in digital context, lifetime value, such as how long somebody has adopted and used this product for, and the retention rate, such as have they engaged with it enough that they've made this a part of their daily means. So these are the difference within the two models. Now, I want to quickly move on to how technology has enabled a shift in the paradigm from traditional service-based models to product-led models. There's really a synergy going on, and I think we're seeing this more and more as the technology evolves. Okay, so this timeline, it could go on. We could talk a bit further back in time and talk about how cloud computing in the 2000s led to collection of data, which led to data analysis. And when I used to run conferences in San Francisco in machine learning AI, the slogan then was, data is the new oil. People realized there was a lot of value in being able to process and understand consumer behavior within data. And they started to develop models. Right now, we're at a conversion point where AI is democratized, and this is creating new business models, such as on-demand marketing services, data-driven campaign management platforms, and comprehensive outsourced digital marketing solutions. So Fiverr is a good example of an outsourcing platform. Zapier, we've actually touched on before in a previous webinar, which is an automation platform. And then you have OpenAI. I'm sure everybody here is aware of what ChatGPT is. The timeline we've sort of seen from the 2010s onwards is this growth within SaaS and PaaS platforms. SaaS being software as a service. And what this has enabled is a load of new companies to come in and offer tailored solutions that utilize things like AI and machine learning to be able to perform all kinds of specific technical things in a business. I'll give you a quick example. When I used to work in AI automation, one of the key components people wanted to know was, is the traffic that is coming to their website of high quality? There's a company out there called Double Verify, which actually uses an AI machine learning algorithm to be able to understand whether that the traffic is real or whether it's spam and those clicks are meaningless or not meaningless or waste of money. In the 2020s, we're starting to see this integration of AI. We've already done a webinar on AI and automation, but you can see that many people are integrating AI into their workflows. It's leading to a lot of people losing their jobs. I had a friend of mine who's a CEO of a large retail company recently tell me that because of AI, he's actually laid off 3,000 people within his staff. This is because AI has led to efficiencies within workflows, such as we don't need people to spend so long writing copy anymore if we have AI to effectively assist us in writing that. In the 2020s, mostly due to the COVID times, people weren't able to leave their homes. And from this, we saw a huge growth in outsourcing. So people were working virtually, people were using Zoom, remote work was very popular at that time. So outsourcing models really grew in this period of time. And particularly in places like Australia, which are close to Asia, we saw a lot of Australian agencies start to outsource work to places like the Philippines, as it's lower cost and it enables them to scale much faster, given the difference in the price to employ somebody, the cost of the business to employ somebody in the Philippines versus somebody in Australia. Now, the present and beyond, we're moving into a world where all of these different points of AI, automation, and outsourcing are starting to converge. So here's an example of some business models that were created through the different technological advancements, such as on-demand marketing teams, subscription-based models, automation platforms, AI-driven products, and then finally this comprehensive suite of digital marketing solutions, which is a convergence point of all three of them. Now, in the next few slides, I'm going to show you what I mean by a convergence point. Full disclosure, this is actually a business of mine, but it's not a sales pitch. We are going to use this to show you an example of how this technology is growing. Now, I own a digital marketing agency called Live and Breathe. It's flexible, such as if you wanted to buy something, we could tailor a product or a solution to what you wanted, such as if you wanted influencer marketing and PR, we can do that. If you want influencer marketing, PR, social media, and advertising, we can do that also. It is high commitment. Usually we have retainer models, such as you buy 6 months worth of retainer from us. It's human centric. There's a lot of time spent in servicing the client. We have a lot of meetings, regular weekly meetings with our clients to make sure that they're happy and everything is ongoing. The offers are adaptable, such as you can negotiate and we can come to a reasonable price that fits both of us. There's a custom sales pipeline and a tailored product, such as there's a pipeline for different niches, different solutions, and every customer is different. Now, a product business usually has pricing tiers, and that's the flexibility within the business. The commitment is generally low because they work on subscription-based models, meaning you could use it for a month and then stop using it. It's technology-centric, not human-centric, such as you'll interface with our team via a technology platform, not via a Zoom call. It's adaptable. It's not so adaptable. It's got a defined offer. So there's a very specific offer. So you buy a list of items and it's not flexible. It's a clearly defined offer. In its product marketing base, such as we are looking at the monthly active users on the platform and how we actually tailor this solution to a very specific niche, which is social media managers. And it's a value-based offer, such as it appeals to a particular group with a deal that's so good, it's fairly undeniable. So side by side, these two businesses look like this, right? So we've got the traditional agency, which we position, launch, create activations, and sell for e-commerce brands. And then on the right, we have Fizzy, this new style of product business that we're building. Now, I want to tell you why, from the owner of these businesses, this makes sense for me. We talked last week about scaling social media teams. And I'd alluded to that scaling or innovation or growth within a business was equal to time times cash, which is the money, your cash flow, right? Because the money, the cash that you have in the business can be leveraged with the amount of time that you have, creating scale and vice versa. If this is not human-centric and it's platform-centric and the offer is narrow, is not tailored or custom, then the time spent within the business here will be lower because we spend less time servicing customers with a very specific offer. Whereas in an agency-based business, which is a service-based business, the time spent servicing the client is very high. So for me as a business owner, this model makes a lot more sense because I'll have more time to leverage the cash flow that I have. Okay, so this is tailored, the scope is fairly large and it's retainer based. On the right here, we have fixed pricing tiers with a narrow scope and low commitment. I'm going to quickly show you what that looks like. We won't spend a lot of time, but it's really just so that you can gain an insight into these two different business models and the advantage. Please bear in mind this equation at the bottom, which is scalability equals times cash. So Live and Breathe is my business for agency. What we do is we position, launch, create activations and sell for e-commerce brands. We offer a whole range of suites for our customers, everything from strategy, analytics, the aforementioned PR, social media, advertising, research, public relations and campaign management, and we offer tailored solutions. Visi, on the other hand, is a product-based business. It's social media and content creation on autopilot, and you interact with it via this interface rather than via talking to somebody as a sales manager. It works because you can submit a brief, our designers will design it, and if you like the output, we'll manage that for you. We'll even schedule the content or the ads on your social media. So it's streamlined. So you can see here, it's all in one place. It's organized and manageable, so you can manage it. You can review it, we'll revise it and schedule that for you. Okay, and then as well, we have a monthly report. So if you buy the subscription model, you'll get free reporting. You can see here that it's got very fixed prices, that they can't differ. You can't add more unless you buy and then you buy an add-on. It's a value-based offer. How is this possible for me to deliver more for less is because we use an internal process that leverages AI. So such as if you want to subscribe, we will do competitor analysis with AI, saving time. There's task automation inside, so there's chat bots, comment bots, email updates and reporting, which is all automated. It leverages expertise, actually that's outsourced from Thailand, so it's probably cheaper than anybody who's watching this from Europe or even China actually. And the solution, the output is that you get more optimized campaigns at more productivity, at a higher efficiency, at a lower cost to your business, okay? So the marketing method for products is also different from a traditional business. We mentioned before that one is more sales-led and the other one is product-led. And this actually impacts how we do marketing. So as we want to position with the audience in a product-led business, we're looking for community engagement. We want to have instant feedback from our community. We want to talk with them and we want to position the product to specifically fit to the need of social media managers. Whereas Live and Breathe, there's outreach and email marketing and social media marketing because it's more broad. It doesn't have to have a messaging that's so specific to a particular audience. We drive leads through advertising, and on the product side of the business, we use affiliate. And for Live and Breathe, we obviously get a lot of referrals, and for Fizzy, we leverage partnerships. A good example of a partnership is that we partner with a social media content management company, which has 20,000 active users that are social media managers. It's a great partner for us so that we leverage their software to do the analytics side of the business, where they can push our product to their audience and make money via affiliate marketing. The sales pipeline is also different in a product-led business. So in a service-led business, there's outreach, which leads into a lead, which leads into an introduction, which is usually a call, which then leads to creating a pitch, and then maybe we'll close if we win the pitch, because businesses in the marketing industry are often pitching several clients all at once. On Fizzy, it's slightly different. We work with our community and our partners. The offering is on the website and the close is immediate, such as if you want to buy it, you can either book a demo, which lasts 15 minutes, or you can purchase it on the website at the click of a button. Again, saving time to the business, allowing for scalability. So just to recap on everything within this presentation, I want to draw your attention to a few different things. Staying ahead in the modern day in 2024 really does mean integrating AI, automation, and outsourcing, not just as tools, but as foundational elements to your business strategy. And what I mean by this is that as the cost of people is increasing in the world generally due to inflation, the flip side of that is that the cost of doing business is actually decreasing because of AI, automation, and these software businesses. The utilization of tools, technology to streamline workflows, to stay organized is also something to remember. I think it's a key point to take away from this presentation. There's a lot of different tools out there. There's an AI product these days for almost everything, text to speech, voice-to-voice translation. It can be embedded in hardware, but it can also be purchased online. And then finally, what's worth noting here is that please remember to embrace changes in business. I think this relates to the first point as well, that there is a massive change. The technology has democratized the ability to be able to utilize products to replace specific needs within the business, as well as integrate the changing business model. So, for example, if your business is staying like a traditional agency, it might be quite slow to adapt. Whereas if you productize whatever your business is, you can then keep up with the current trends by integrating different elements within your business. Okay. So I'm on to the Q&A. I'd like to invite everybody to leave questions. There's one question in right now. Is there any tutorials for if we subscribed? Okay, yeah, so just to answer your question about the Fizzy business model, if you want, you can go on to Fizzy with 3 Zs, that's FIZZZY.io, and you can book a demo. So I can actually demo and show you how this product works, or get somebody from the sales team to demo the product to you. We won't do that today. Today we're focused on education and really bringing the awareness to people that the business models are changing in line with the technology that exists today. So I hope that answers your question. I'd like to invite any other questions as well. If there's any questions, that's totally fine. Otherwise, we can start calling it short. I'll wait for another 5 minutes to answer any questions if there are any. If not, you're free to go. We'll be back in 2 weeks. I'll do a 10-second countdown here. And if not, I will see you all in the next one. Okay. See you in the next one, everyone. Keep up to date in the groups, or add me or email me. I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Thank you. It was lovely.